Hello everyone, I'm Thom, and since this coronavirus disruption started, I've been hosting this vlog to eat beef jerky and connect across the internet. The beef jerky part is silly and pointless. I'm not a food critic. But this vlog has let me explore some fun ideas with you, especially regarding game design. And I plan to keep doing it. Here it is, September 13th. Nearly 3/4 of the way through this fundamentally not good year. Not to say that that's a bad year for me. I'm talking about us as Americans and as humans. It just could have been a lot better year. But that's one of the reasons that I'm doing this vlog, to kind of document it and also keep our spirits up. Can I do that? Well, is this the 45th episode? I think it is. That's pretty exciting. I don't think I have any fireworks ready to go that might accidentally burn down a California forest, but that was already covered, so and it's a pretty old joke by now. So instead, let's continue on with our discussion of lesser-known game genres. Now, I'm going to stretch the definition of lesser-known here, because today I want to talk about rhythm games, music games, including things like Guitar Hero, Rock Band, games that everybody's heard about. If you happen to be plugged into the ideas of the virtual reality set, you will also recognize in this picture something called Beat Saber. Probably for a lot of people it's a niche thing, but if you happen to have a VR headset, Beat Saber is one of the big things. It too is a rhythm game. A rhythm game can be loosely defined as a game that not only is real time, but that requires you to do something in time to the music. Press the beat, push the, do something that corresponds to the rhythm of the music. I'm stretching it a little bit there by also showing a picture in the upper right corner of a game called Lumines. It's very music-based, and yet not, because ultimately what it is a match 3 game. It plays a lot more like Tetris than anything else, but it was originally presented in a very graphical, very musical format. However, I do think you get points for dropping the block on the beat, which is why it's allowed in this situation. So, and then, obviously music is important in almost any video game, and almost always has been. Rhythm games are different because they specifically make you feel that you're participating in the music more, and that's a good thing. That's a lovely thing. Technically, it's a bit more of a challenge thing too, because you've got to write software that's fast enough and aware enough of the music to let you actually hit the note on the beat or not, and have the computer judge that. And if the computer judges that wrong, it can really infuriate the user. I mean, everybody is willing to let the computer judge something, but they also have their own rhythm sense, and if the computer's got it wrong, well, that's upsetting. So making an actual true rhythm game, easier said than done. It requires a little bit extra. If you did not make your decisions linked in time to the music, the game would fundamentally be an easier job to program. So, but as a whole, I think rhythm games are here to stay. I think they're, in cases like Rock Band and other games from the makers of Rock Band, Harmonix. They're huge party hits. They're really popular to play in a group. They're social games, and that's a great thing. Social games are incredibly sticky and fun. As a little tangent here, my own experience with Artemis kind of shows me that the true secret of multiplayer games, of of social games is that people bring their fun to the table. It's almost like rock soup. That old saying of, you start with nothing and then everybody adds a little bit, and before you know it, everyone has created soup out of everyone's individual tiny little contribution. That's generally how it is with social structure. I mean, the bottom line is that a party's not a party without the people. And a host would, be expected to provide a safe place, music, snacks, drinks, that kind of thing. But a host can have all those things and no people, and they don't have a party. Whereas they can have a large group of people and none of those things, and you'd still theoretically have a party. And if those people who participated in the party then brought their snacks and their music and their drinks and their dancing, then you have a party. So there's something fundamentally extra about multiplayer in video games. It's just different, and there's a fascinating piece of research that I was blown away with years ago from a company called Zeo Designs, a consulting firm. The woman who ran it, very impressive person, she did data analysis on gameplay and found that there were 4 different types of emotion that she could detect when people were playing video games. And to do that, she put cameras on people and watched their hands and watched their faces as they played video games. And she basically found 4 categories, which coarsely, you have to go look at the research, it's grown since then. But coarsely, it's hard fun, easy fun, altered states, and multiplayer. And I could go into that, but we're in a side tangent anyway. I'm just saying, she confirmed the idea that multiplayer being a own special form of fun. And I've certainly seen it myself. And I think music itself and dancing and things are very inherently social. So that's why you get this kind of crossover of multiplayer fun and music rhythm games. If the music rhythm game developer is smart enough to set it up that way. Like Harmonix, which gets me back to what I was going to say, which is that Harmonix is just about to drop their very latest game on pretty much all the platforms. It is called, what's it called? Well, they dropped several years ago, they dropped a toy called Drop Mix, where you could mix and match music by dropping cards on a specially created table that read the cards and changed the music based on the cards. Tons of fun. I still have it, and I'm still playing with it because it's really great to play with. But their latest is going to take that same concept, but may kind of turn you into a video DJ where there's a crowd and a stadium and and fireworks and light shows, and you're actually laying down the beats and building the music for the dancers, for the audience. Looks like a lot of fun, so I'm definitely going to snap it up. Harmonix is one of those companies where I'm like, ooh, Harmonix made it? I'll probably buy it. So yeah, Harmonix is not the only game in town by any stretch of the imagination. And I think that Beat Saber is a fascinating peek into the future of virtual reality rhythm games. But I don't know the secret of rhythm games myself, and I'm not an expert. I haven't done a lot of rhythm games. I did actually make a rock opera shooter that I released not too long ago. However, said rock opera shooter is not technically a rhythm game because you don't actually have to fire up the beats to the music or anything like that. At any rate, that's what I have to say about rhythm games. Again, it's not such of a niche subgenre as what I've been talking about else. Don't worry, I will try to get around to every niche and weird subgenre I can find. But right now, let's talk about beef jerky, because we've been going through Think Jerky's pack of variety packs. Not too many, but this is going to be Sriracha Honey Turkey Jerky. So, as you guys know, I don't like hot that much, so sriracha. On the other hand, honey is supposed to be sweet, and turkey jerky is a different class. It's not nearly as hard as beef jerky generally. So let's try this piece. It's not as hot, it's not as sweet, and it's not as soft as I expected. Kind of waiting for the after kick of the spice, and there it is a little bit. But in general, I'm not seeing it as being super bold, maybe semi-bold. Not bad. Yeah, a little bit spicier than I want, but I've definitely had spicier. And again, not as not as soft as I expect some turkey jerkies to be. Not bad. Not shoe leather, but a little closer to shoe leather than I would have expected. But not shoe leather. All right. So while I'm letting that sink in, let's open the mailbag. On my last video, I talked about the XCOM game and games like it, and Adam Para posted on YouTube and said, "Tell me about this game that rivals XCOM." And that's because I was talking about the game, but I had forgotten the name. Though I had correctly said that it was created by Julian Gollop, this British guy who was part of the team that made the very original XCOM. And yeah, Adam, the answer is Phoenix Point. The game's called Phoenix Point. It's been out, I think, for about a year. They've gotten some DLC for it now. I enjoyed playing it for a while, and I want to go back to playing it. The answer is Phoenix Point. It's on Steam. I think it may be on some gaming platforms, but I'm not sure which. It's definitely a fresh take on everything. Yeah, so there it is. So yeah, this sriracha honey turkey jerky from Think Jerky. I've had better, I've had worse. It's a little spicy, but I wouldn't call it mold. It's just okay, and I would say it's generally speaking unremarkable. So, but that's that. Maybe we'll get another tastier flavor next time. And I hope you join me for that. Thank you for watching me now, and have a good day.